Welcome back to another thrilling episode of Big Bacon's Collection. It's Saturday here in the Bacon Bunker, which means Small Joe Saturday. I do apologize for last week's. I accidentally called it Small Joe Sunday. Simple mistake to make. But regardless, today we're going to be looking at the 25th anniversary comic 2-pack Crimson Guard. The one with the removable helmet. The one who's really Fred. Oh, now Fred's riding, Fred's riding, Fred's riding, Fred. Anyways, I picked this up from a local toy shop that used to be in downtown Dayton. It's called TAF Inc. Transformer action figure. I guess he closed up shop and has gone completely to eBay sales. I'm not exactly certain. It's been a while since I've looked. But he was a good guy and ran a nice shop and gave me a good price on this. So, as always, we are going to look at the accessories. We're going to look at the figure. We're going to check the articulation, gear them up, and get them on the shelf. So, this Crimson Guard is slightly different than the standard single-carded version. Like the single-carded version, it does come with a backpack. The backpack is cast all in this red color, held on by a simple back peg. And it's actually got a curvature in here which lines it up to the contour of the back. I love when they do that. Got that beautiful Cobra logo on there. He's got a small revolver sidearm, same one that comes with the single-carded version. Now, the weapon itself looks great. I mean, could use a little bit more detail, but you can immediately identify what it is. It comes with a helmet. Now, this is vastly different than the single-card version because on the single-card version, it's a head, not a helmet. It does not come off. This one does. Got that nice little silver marking in there. Looks like I got a little bit of a paint issue with the eyes, or with the visor. Looks like it didn't quite go up all the way. And the big difference in the accessories between the two, this one comes with what appears to be an M1 Garand. I'm probably butchering the way I pronounce that, but it's got this nice kind of wooden brown look, although the texture is not very wood-like. Got the black metal pieces, the barrel, front sights, rear sights, charging lever, attachment points for the sling, trigger well. It's a nice looking weapon. Now the single carded came with like a modified M16 with a bayonet. So that's one of the two major differences. Comes with the stand. This is with the 25th anniversary Cobra logoed one. Single peg with codename Crimson Guard on the front. Now, what do you say we take a moment and look at the figure? Now, in the comic line, apparently, one of the Crimson Guards assumes the role of Cobra Commander after Cobra Commander quits or dies or something. And his name, I apologize for that, his name was Fred. Well, his name was, I didn't know what his name was, so we just called him Fred. Now, that apparently is what this face sculpt is supposed to be. The Crimson Guard Fred. Got this nicely double-layered shirt. Buttons are painted on fairly well. I don't see any real misses. Maybe a little bit there on that side. Not quite all the way on the button. Got his awards and decorations. Silver Cobra logo on the chest. Nice shoulder pauldrons with what appears to be rank insignia. braid on the shoulder. What would traditionally be a unit marker. Black gloves, got a belt on here with what appears to be, I can't tell if that's supposed to be a buckle or, well, regardless, it's only partially on. Well, it looks like, okay, there are two belts overlapping. So that top one that you're only seeing part of is the buckle for the bottom or the back belt. What this thing is in the front kind of looks like a chain. I'm having a hard time really telling. But that double-breasted thing does come down all the way to the crotch. Now, the legs, these are some really skinny legs. Like he's wearing leggings type skinny. The boots, love these boots. These are beautiful boots. Once again, I would wear these boots. Comes with a set of spurs. Got heel plates on them. Pockets on the side. Attachment straps. Those are some good boots. And then there's this thing here, which is supposed to work as a holster of some sort for the pistol, for the revolver. Articulation-wise, we got a ball joint in the top of the head. Allows for a little bit of forward and back. He actually has a little bit of tilt. Nice. And rotation. Arm hinges up, well above 90, and is only stopped because of that epaulette. Rotates all the way around. We have a single jointed elbow with rotation at the elbow point. Hands rotate, but they do not hinge. Mid-torso cut allows for minimal forward, a little bit of back. Tiniest bit, not even worth really mentioning, of side to side. But rotation for days. Leg kicks forward really well. Kicks out good. To the back a little bit. It's got that standard T-hook metal connection in there. I wish they'd do that for the classified line. Transition to the metal hip joint. So that way trying to move the leg does not stress and snap the peg inside. Double jointed knee, one of which is pinless. Allows for well beyond 90. There's no thigh cut, no boot cut. Foot does rotate. Doesn't hinge back at all, really, because of the way the spur on the back plate is. Doesn't hinge forward because of the strap on the front of the boot. So no butterfly joints, no bicep cut, no waist cut, no thigh cut, no boot cut. Visually, this is a good looking figure. Articulation-wise, it's not bad. Yeah, it's lacking, but it's one of the older 4-inch Joes. So back when they were first starting to play with new articulations. Because honestly, this torso cut, that was new and revolutionary at the time. Used to be everything was at the waist. Now, it's mid-torso. And in some newer figures, it's torso and waist. So, let's get him geared up. Because he's Fred, and he's the only Fred in my collection, he will not be wearing his helmet. Like I said, that's supposed to holster, but that's an ugly looking holstering system. Get that backpack on him. Like I said, it curves to match the back. I love it. Now comes the real fun. His hand is good and wide, so he's able to actually hold it. But when it comes to something like shouldering it for firing position, yeah, that ain't happening. We're just going to set his helmet down here on the ground. So there you have it. Fred is all geared up and ready to go. So, let's get him up on the shelf. And my hand shook, and obviously the helmet fell. That's all right. That's what God gave me hands for, to pick stuff up. So there he is. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all next time.